Hi again, everybody. This is Professor Lucien. This is the first lecture video for Week 8, Safety 41, Analysis and Design. This is the week before the spring 2025. This is the week before the 2025 spring break. So, just want to kind of keep things as brief as possible, but keep things rolling. So, as many of you know, your first case study reports are due by Sunday. And I got to speak with, most of you already in reviewing your course binder this past week. And we did talk about it. Sounds like everybody's on track. So that's excellent. Next week, spring break. So we're going to keep things pretty simple. This is video 1, and I'll talk about some stuff here. This will be short. Video 2 is about 45 minutes long. And it's I gave a few live and one recorded presentation last year on psychological safety. It's really aligned with a lot of the things that I teach, and so I think it's a pretty cool concept, something for you guys to think about. And one other thing I learned is several of you, not all of you, several of you had commented in our one-on-ones this last week that one thing you really loved is when I brought in, either guest speakers or brought in bigger topics. And so I have some guest speakers lined up, some recorded guest speakers, and maybe a new one coming up here. But for this one, we're going to do psychological safety. And I want you to take notes. Some of the things I cover, I want you to take notes and kind of summarize at least the first 2 readings. The third one's bonus. We'll see what you guys get out of it if anybody has time. Otherwise, just kind of talk about how you would use this psychological safety approach in your practice. I think you'll like it. I really do. No problem solving for this week. As far as the discussion board, just reflect on what you learned. Or in many ways, kind of give a elevator speech of what you did for your case study. And then talk about your spring break plans, which that brings us to the key phrase this week, which is enjoy your spring break. I know I'm going to. So just enjoy your spring break is the phrase for this week. And no real world problem solving for this week. Just discussion board. Reflect on what you got for your binder score, and I'll provide some comments on that. And then summarize your notes. That's it for this week. Keep it real simple, okay? All right, what do we have going on here? So this is the video right now. Here's the 40. Oh, it's only 41 minutes. Sorry, 42-ish. 42 minutes. I've got 2 readings here. Got the links. And then this LinkedIn Learning. And if anybody does this, I'd like to know about it. I'd like to know how it went for you. A lot of the stuff that I cover in my recorded presentation is from Dr. Edmondson. I think she does great work. So assignment gets uploaded here. This is the discussion right here. I'm sorry, I'll change this. It's supposed to be discussion board, not week 8. Edit. This is how I do things, you guys. Discussion board, week 8. I think that's what we called it, right? And then your first case study report goes right here. All right? All right. So, what I wanted to talk about with you, and I really enjoyed what a lot of you had said regarding, what you're doing for your binder, what you're doing for the class. I'm really impressed. You guys are coming along very, very well. And I'm also getting some great ideas for some mentors as we go forward. I guess I wanted to share a photo. So where was I this past week? This past week I was in Nashville. 2-day meeting. Actually, no, it's 3 days, 2.5 days meeting for the board of directors for ASSP. So yay, that's me. But this is a fantastic group of professionals, wide variety of backgrounds and expertise. Each one bringing in, 25, 30, 35, 40 plus years of experience in the safety field. Just really knowledgeable, but very generous with their time and, helping you out if you ask for it. And we did a lot of work, and it was a lot of work. So I think I can tell you this. A lot of it's confidential, but I had to review like 150 plus pages of documents prior to the meeting because we are going to be discussing them, asking questions of guest speakers and staff. Oh, and by the way, if any staff would ever watch this, you guys are rock stars. man, they take good care of us. Yeah, we have to fly in and everything and figure out logistics, but man, you get there and they take such great care of you. It's a lot of work, but it's a pleasure. And to serve with such esteemed group of people is just, I couldn't ask for a better opportunity. I'm very lucky, very, very fortunate. So it was a great 3 days. And one thing we got to do is we got to tour the Gibson Garage Museum. And what was interesting is, these are actual places, within the store and factory and their other type things that, these people take such pride in their work that there's a history behind everything and there's such passion. And I just feel like it was a great parallelism to safety. That if anybody was to come into our workplace, we could spend hours with them talking about what we do and the experiences and the great people that we work with. But I just wanted to kind of bring that up, that, we get to do that. We get to do some other stuff too. But it kind of in line with psychological safety is that you need to actually make an effort to create an environment in which people feel free to share their opinion, their input, and to ask questions that may actually, how do I want to say this, are sort of a dissenting perspective on what maybe the group has been talking about or favoring. And to be able to do that with people at this level is just, it's so phenomenal, because you ask a question and maybe somebody else is like, we never thought of it that way, but you don't feel bad for asking it. That it's all meant for coming up with the best decision, the best outcomes to not only, lead or guide society, but profession too. I mean, some of the stuff we talked about, I can't tell you because it's confidential. It'll come on the next several months. It's just, I'm really excited. I have a great outlook for our profession, for ASSP. And so it's a real exciting time. So go ahead and do the work. Not a lot this week. Probably the case study report is probably number one on your list, but I do want you to kind of reflect on everything we've done so far, the recommendations I make on your course binder, and also it'll be the notes I provide you in scoring your course case study report. All meant to continue to improve. So everyone, if you got any questions for me, you can find me. I will be around all spring break. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be just catching up and getting ready for the home stretch of the course. So thank you all.